Okay, Army Painter 2.0. I got this, bought this recently. I think it's a full set of the speed paint. I think there's every color. So we could give this a try because you guys know I love the Games Workshop contrast. I use them a lot for various different things. I think they're a great product for high level and very low level. Not really the in between stuff, but the very high and very low, I think they do a very good job. So I'm interested in trying out the speed paints. That I heard some good things about the 2.0, but after what happened with the 2.1, I think everybody can be curious about what's up with it. So they didn't send me this. This is not like a sponsor. I bought this because I wanted to try it. I'm very very curious about the metallic ones. That's the main, like this entire thing. The two main ones I want to try are these two here, because the metallic and speed paint is. I think metallics is one thing that was the not really great for speed painting, or available with the contrast. So eager for these two, but I want to give the other ones a try because just good clean fun. So let's see here. Let's open this up. Oh, so I opened this up already because I have the sticker. I don't think I used any of them though. Okay, a little fun little booklet, and then how to load your brush with a liberal amount of speed paint and apply. Oh, buddy. Oh, if it's in the instructions. Okay, I think new bottles. Oh, so this is not even new. It says the first boxes of whatever. So I mean, I like it. Like I was about to say the cardboard. It feels a little bit cheap, but that's their new, recycling thingy. So let's look at these. So we got black, gray, medium. Let's put it aside. Hoplet gold. So this one we're testing for sure. I feel like yellow we want to test for sure. White, not really. Plasmatic bolt. We like that one. Dark wood. Well, dark wood we're gonna test because wildwood is my favorite and one of my favorites in the other one. Skin tone don't really care. Bone don't really care. Oh well, let's test bone because skeleton bone. I have skeleton horde or something in the Games Workshop one, and it's not really good. One regular green. Slaughter red. Let's try that one. Let's keep this brush preciously. What size is it? The base coating one. That's a cool size. I like that. Good size over there. Bright red. Ooh. Which one do we want, guys? Bright red or slaughter red? Oh, it says reddish. Oh, that's cool. Reddish orange. There's like a description. Deep red. I like deep red. This is the best name winner. This one. Maybe we try it. We'll put it in the maybe pile. Skin, don't care. Blue. Yeah, maybe. Or purple. Purple is also one that I like to use. Silver, definitely using that. Pink, my favorite contrast of all of them. And then the other one's nuclear sunrise. Okay, maybe we try that one. That one, another blue, light blue. This one. Okay, so we'll test a couple of these. I pulled a bunch on the side here, and let's give a couple of these guys a try. I got a couple of Space Mariners over here. So right off the bat, we need to use a palette because the Army Painter comes in shaker balls, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but that's okay. Let's try them in kind of in any order, I guess. So Zealot yellow. Let's give this one a try. Give this a good shake. Oh, they come with the. I think they do that with everything now. They put the ball bearing in there. I think even the regular ones also come with that now. But anyway, this one does, so that's cool. So this was Zealot yellow, so orange yellow. So that's a cool one to try out. So they look thinner than Games Workshop so far, right? Like it's very, very clear and very liquid. I don't know if you guys can see this in my trashed palette over here, but like it looks a little bit more liquid than the Citadel ones. Let's give this a try. Let's do one pauldron, I guess. Camera's not having it with this white miniature here. So of course we're gonna leave it to dry because a big thing is how they dry, right? Because they're contrast and we want them to do a proper job at shading. So we're gonna give this a minute here, but overall, pretty vibrant yellow. We'll just wait to see how it dries on the plate here. I think that's the best test because it's one of the larger surfaces. Now let's try the brown one. So again, we're dark wood. That's my favorite one in the contrast range. Is one I use the most. Is I think it's called Wildwood. So the dark brown is one of my favorite. Let's give this a better. So this one is also very liquid. The Citadel one, they're a little bit like gel-like, a little bit more. So that's like very light. We'll compare later, but this feels like not dark enough. So we'll go a little bit heavier here just to see what's up. And mind you, we're doing this on a white. We could try the slap chop method. I think maybe in fact that's what we do later. We'll give this a try with how does it work for slap chops with, you know, like the pre-shading. I know some people are against the name slap chop. It's whatever you want to call it. It's the same technique. Technique been around longer than the name. So when you do like a heavy coat, I think well, we'll see when it dries, right? But so far, not too shabby. The yellow also starting to dry, and then we can see it pool here. So not great on the big plate, but on the rest it's kind of fine. So we'll see. We'll do the other side here with this familiar pink. So Volupus pink is probably the color I've used the most in the entire, except the blacks. Yeah, probably the color I used the most in the contrast paints. So let's give familiar pink now a try. Oh, so that one's like a lot. Ooh. Oh, I like this color. It's much lighter than the one that I'm using, but this one, ooh. So I'm trying to go like very heavy just to see the full like contrast in action because it's all white. Otherwise, we could go with lighter coats to see how it works as like a glaze and stuff. Because that's usually my main use, right? When I paint minis with them, that's usually what I like to try is using the washes as the contrast paint or the speed paints as glaze. That's way more my speed. So we'll see about testing that as well. Let's give one of the metallic ones a try. So let's try Opalite Gold. Opalite Gold? Opalite Gold. Which from the looks of it is very green. It's got the green, the borders on the green one, not the yellow one. We're about to find out, aren't we? Okay, this is, I don't know about like, huh, damn. So I don't know about like contrast by itself. Well, I will wait for it to dry, but like gold on top of white in one pass is not, you know, okay, we're like, this is a serious contender for future stuff here. Whoa, this is kind of good. We'll wait for it to dry, but whoo, the gold section, oh boy. Okay. Well, fuck it. We're not dilly or dallying here. We're gonna use the silver right now. So this one is the broadsword silver. Oh, we should get the black out here. Oh, that we have it. Because the black is one of the ones I used both. The Game of Strip has two. They behave differently, and I used both of them a lot. The Black Legion and Black Templar. So we're really eager to try the black, but now, I mean, this silver, the gold is looking phenomenal for everything. So Let's try the silver just to see what's up with it. So they're all so far at least very liquid, and they all have the same consistency, and that's like one thing that you can say about the Citadel one that they're bad at is like the Citadel ones are all over the place. Some are very liquid, some are very thin, some you need to shake like a crazy person to get them to work. Okay, this is very promising. Because it flows. Holy shit. So I'm really eager to see it dry because it flows super well. Man, this went like really. Okay, so far the two metallic ones are 100% rebuyes, and like they deserve a lot more testing. Because like there's like right now the way that they do this it is very like pleasing. So now I want to limit this. I want to see exactly like what can they do. We're gonna fuck with the metallics some more later on, probably for a different video or something. Let's try a couple more of the color. But wow, okay, the two metallics, solid bangers so far. I hope it stays that way as they dry. Maybe hopefully it doesn't like super suck once it dries. Oh, let's try the bone, the pallid bone here. Let's give that one a try because the Games Workshop one is not the best one. I think it's called Skeleton Horde. It's one of the ones I don't like. So hopefully this one's good. Wow, super. I think this will run into the same problem as the Citadel one, which is it's going to be too light and not cover enough. Because it looks... Oh, well. The fact that it's so liquid means like it's really kind of hard to apply like heavily. I think it's interesting the way you apply it. It's kind of interesting. Okay, so the yellow is sort of interesting, but then it dries kind of like this is like very not super great. The pink did a little bit less. Well, like you can still see it and it's got like light, but it's not like very even. So that's not like so far this is more like glazes. Where if we had like a good blend over there, we could just add this on top and we'd get like a fine thing. And then the dark brown, same thing. Like we can see a lot. So again, that's on white, straight up white. So we'll test some more on some other surfaces. Let's just give the let's do Slaughter Red just to. We'll do Slaughter Red and we'll do the black, and then that should be enough. Maybe the green, black, and red. Okay, we'll do these three. This here is Slaughter Red, this one. Painted a bunch of stuff with the red contrast, so. And this one, okay, now this one here is starting to, it feels a little bit more like what I'm used to. Can't tell right now if it's good or bad, but holy shit, that's a good color right there. But as it dries, look at that gold. Okay, so the gold very promising, the silver very promising as well. So I guess the bad thing is that they're more like paints. Like the silver has a little bit of shadows in the nose of the rebreather, but the silver is very, very flat. Like there's not a lot going on. Even in the scope, which is like the darkest recesses, there's not a lot going on, but it applies very well. So that's a good, like that goes into the plus sign for sure, the plus column or whatever. Okay, let's give the black a try now. So the red is interesting, but again, they don't do like the full effect. So I'm thinking that they're probably really good at doing the slap chop for the way that they behave. I'm thinking that once we try on the slap chop thing with the pre-shading, it's probably where they shine. It's like turquoise, but turquoise is because it's one I know I have. So let's do a shoulder plate with this. very light, this one. Let's try the black. We'll give this 2 different ideas. Well, we'll see how it behaves first, and then yeah, let's try one arm, I guess, just to see what's up. In terms of like only contrast paint, it feels a little bit weak. Then again, Games Workshop. Well, let's actually compare here. So let's pull some of these colors from the Games Workshop range. Okay, so this is the equivalent. This is the Games Workshop equivalent to these, and then of course the silver and gold. We can't mimic because they're different stuff. They don't exist, these things. So let's just compare here these 7 to these 7, just to see what's up. Right. So we got our 2 dudes here painted. This one wholly with the Army Pointer Speedpaint 2.0. That's a mouthful. So we got, you know, yellow, pink, black, bone, and the dark red and the turquoise. Oh, we didn't do the brown. Sorry, forgot one here. So you have to excuse the weird way that they look, because I don't want to do a full Space Marine or a full something. I just want to try out my little colors. But we did get to compare a little bit apples to apples, because we got roughly the same color in Citadel and Army Painter 2.0. And so already we can see, so the yellow is definitely darker, and this one we put kind of heavy too. So the Army Painter are a little bit more smooth, whereas the Games Workshop one, they really go into the shadows a lot more. Like they do much more, like much deeper recesses. So I think they're slightly different products, where depending on what you like, you get to use either of them. Because like I can see myself liking a lot of the Army Painter ones for a lot of what I do, and we're gonna try them with the slap chop thingy in just a second, and then we're gonna also try the silver and gold on various other things, because they are fascinating to me. That they work so well, and that they're like they're the instant one that I like. The other ones, would I change? Like I really don't like the fact that they have dropper bottles. That's on me. I don't like the droppers at all. So if they do an equal job, I'll stick to this, just because it's, the work is equal, but I like the pot a little bit more. If they're better, then I'll probably, how much better is using the fucking little dropper thingy. That's a personal thing. I know I'm the crazy one that likes this. I just, for stuff like contrast paint, I don't need 1 drop or 2 drops. I'm here for a good time, not a long time, right? So I want like all of it. I don't need drops. But overall, again, I don't really use the contrast like this, and I don't recommend that you use the contrast or the speed paint like this, straight on white. I think that's boring. But definitely to get like a good view of what we're into. I mean, this is pretty, like, they're pretty similar when you think about it. I like the fact that all the ones that we tried, they were the exact same consistency, and that's a big deal with the contrast. The contrast are a little bit all over the place. Like this one super liquid, this one gel-like, this one very thick, this one a little bit in between. And then the other aspect of the contrast paint that's like different is that some of the colors are not really speed paints. Like they're not the same thing, where they behave a little bit more like this, where they color what you want. But in terms of this being like a speed paint, it's hard to tell that this is a speed paint versus just any silver. Same thing with the gold. And then, so the Citadel one, they have like a bunch of them that do this. There's a orange, there's a yellow, there's a black, there's a, I'm sure there's more, but the ones that I use, and they don't really tell you that the, Black Legion, they don't tell you this is not a contrast, this is like the best black paint you're ever gonna buy. and then you have to buy the Black Templar one. So if you buy one and you go on the speed, or I'm gonna use this to contrast stuff, you can get like bad surprises. Whereas the speed paint, from what we've tried, they're all pretty much the exact same. So if you like the effect that the turquoise here gave us, but you just go, I want this but in blue, is gonna be, you just buy the blue, is gonna work. Whereas this one, you have to look at the 4, 5, 6 blues that are there, and then figure out which one's the same, and then maybe it doesn't behave exactly the same. So that's kind of I think that's the weak point from the Citadel ones, and that's probably in the weak. I think so far the weak point for the speed paint ones is that they seem a little bit less potent. Which when you want to do something more like this, if that's your vibe, it's not mine, but it might be yours. I think the speed paints are a little bit less potent. Then again, so hit or miss, because the pink and the red are better with Games Workshop, but the yellow, like this yellow here, really good stuff. Zealot yellow, it's pretty baller. So might be a hit or miss situation. And you can see the skeleton bone that I really don't like. Like straight up on the white, still very pale compared to the other one, but it very much like smoother, right? Like on the backpack, you can see it's almost the exact same down to where it dried, but on the seal, like on the Purity seal, I'm trying to give you you can see the Games Workshop one dried like way smoother, which on the plate as well, like the yellow, it's kind of like, it's more potent, but it's less smooth. So that's kind of I think the gives and the takes of the contrast versus the speed paint, and which one should you choose, because the Speedpaint 2.0 they look miles above the one, right? The bar was like very, very low, of course.